Hey guys, I have a card process video to share with you guys, and I'm using the party kit from Mama Elephant stamp set and also the Simon Says stamp, that banner die, and probably the stamp set that goes with it. I don't know the name, I might reference it later. I'm starting off with Sour Apple cardstock from MFT, and I love their cardstock. It's a nice thick base for cards. So this is a regular A2 size card. I'm taking it 8.5 by 11 and cutting it at 5.5, and then we'll score it 4.25. And for the mat, it's at 5.25 by 4. And that's generally the recipe I use for my card bases and the mat that goes inside. And so you'll see I'm scoring the card base at 4.25. And I love my Score Buddy, Score Pal. I have the Martha Stewart one, the larger one, but it was too large and I never got it to score right. So I love the Score Buddy, the Pal, which is smaller. FYI. And here I am, I'm using the stamps. And this is going to be a birthday card for my brother-in-law, my husband's brother. So I'm just thinking about what colors to use or what I want to do. So I'm going to use those balloons, but I also want like a confetti kind of background on that white matte piece of paper. So I am using, I believe that was Citron, the Heidi Swapp Color Shine, and I'm just splattering it on the page. And I love using it for splatter because it does have that shine. And I'm using Gold Lame. I'm choosing colors to match the card base, which was that green. So that I did it first, but you see it was still kind of clear, so I really had to shake it up to kind of get some more color on it. So there you go. And I'm also going to use Heirloom Blue by Mr. Huey's. So that's more of an opaque, it doesn't have a shine to it. So just more of a solid, it's like a darker, it's a deeper, it doesn't look like that on the bottle, but it came out pretty dark, like a dark blue. And then I'm just using my heat gun to help dry it a little faster. So that's how it looks for the background. So I will use like the balloon. So the citron goes great with that sour apple card base, I think. So I'm taking out the stamps and I am going to stamp that in, like I'm just trying to see the positioning. So I'm going to stamp it there. And I'm trying to decide what color to use. Thinking of the patterns, the color palette of like blues, greens, and golds. Well, just like what I did for the confetti in the back. So I love that combination. So Memento Lux, I'm using that ink because it does great with those solid colors, solid images, like the balloon. It's the balloon is full, um, a full solid balloon color. It's not the outline. So the Memento Lux in, I think, was that Bahama Blue? So look how beautiful this turns out. Great coverage. Super duper. Plus the stamp is a photopolymer, so it is awesome. So for the next one, I am using the heart, and I'm thinking what color I should use. So I decided to go with the Brilliance Gold. I don't know what the exact, Galaxy Gold, I believe that's called. So I'm just inking it up. See how beautiful the full coverage is. And I'm kind of like, oh, I hope it stamps out well. And here I go. I stamp it right next to that. And there it is. A nice gold color to that. And then next I'm trying to see what color I'm going to use for my next balloon. And the next balloon I am going to, it's a star balloon, and I want it to have a little dimension. So I am going to fussy cut it out and have it pop up in front of the other two balloons. So I want a nice green that would go with that citron and that sour apple. So I decided to go with the color box. I think it's limeade. So this I definitely, because this ink actually kind of is like that. Sometimes it comes out nice, sometimes it doesn't. So this I know I really have to ink it up good. And sometimes putting the ink pad to the stamp helps better. Look at the difference. Instead of pressing the stamp onto the ink, like I lay the stamp down and then I press the ink pad into it, and it had a better coverage for me. And so here I am trying to find my scissors. So I use my Cutter Bee scissors, which are great for fussy cutting. And of course I'm not in frame. Oh, I was in frame. No, I wasn't in frame, but here I am. Fussy cutting, and this will be a while to fussy cut, because this isn't sped up as fast as I'd like. Maybe I should add some music to it. But yeah, with fussy cutting, you see, I'm just, I didn't leave an outline around it. Usually I leave like a white border, but for this, I'm really getting in close. And if I don't get every, white part, and then you'll see I use the ink pad to kind of, or maybe I'm not, there we go, to kind of try to get it all around instead of fussy cutting more, because the next you know I'm gonna like distort the whole shape. I don't trust myself with scissors too much, but I'm just trying to cover up all the outline. So there it is. And next I'm looking for the lines or the string. So I can easily just draw in my own strings, but no, I decide to just stamp it out. I'm just kind of trying to imagine where the lines will be. And one mistake I made here, I think, is that I didn't overlap all the lines, and I think it would have looked nicer if they all overlapped at a point, like how you have a little tie. There's my little helper. He added a flair to the card. So there, I just put a scratch piece of paper on the bottom just because I know it's gonna go off the page. And so I'm just doing it like that. And they cross over there, but then my mistake, it looked like I was gonna cross them, but the finished product, I end up not crossing them all at one point. So it kind of looks funny. To me it does anyway. But next time I will keep that in mind. See, I was trying to see if I was going to put a bow, the string, tie a string, the bow stamp on the bottom to link them all up, but it would have looked funny. So that, I decided to move it lower down. It doesn't matter how high that string is because it'll be covered by the balloon itself. So far, I am liking how it looks. And I'm using that banner die by Simon Says Stamp, or Memory Box, but and I'm using the same color as the card base, running it through my Cuttlebug, which you do the A plate and then the B plate, and then I believe I do the die and then the paper and then the C plate. I have the die facing up because the C plate is so thick, or maybe the other way. No, it doesn't matter. So I just face it down onto the B plate. I interchange them, um, so you can either cut onto the B plate or cut onto the C plate. I really don't think it matters. But my B plate is all warped. So that's how it comes out. And it has its own score lines, so I'm going to bend them myself. And I hope I don't lose that bow stamp, that little teeny. Yep, I put it back. Yay me for putting it back and not getting it lost. And so just doing that like a rough crease for me. And you can see how it will look like that. And then I'm going to stamp it. I should have just stamped the image first to keep the paper flat. And I'm sorry, Pepper's barking outside. That is my dog. She wants to come back in. But yeah, that's, I think, a thank you or congrats stamp. But it says, yay, it's your birthday or something. I'm sorry, I didn't read what the title of that is. It goes together, the banner. I think banner sayings it might be. So I love my nails. So the purple going with the green. I love purple and green together. And then aside, my nail color is like a Revlon polish. So it says, yay, it's your birthday. And I stamped that in VersaFine black ink, which I love. I always do my sentiments in that color, or that ink, because it's super detailed. And look how good I am. I'm putting everything away as I'm working. I have to, or else it's a big mess. So what am I doing now? Oh, I decided it needed a little more color. It is a masculine, it's supposed to be a masculine card, so I thought a little black will ground out the border a little. So, and I made it a little thicker, the black. So I'm cutting like a 1/4 inch off of each side of the white balloon card. So it's like 1/2 inch, well, a 1/4 around the whole side. Usually it's 1/8 around the whole side. So this is your regular 4 by 5 1/4 mat. Or yeah, 5 1/4 mat. So between the black and the green, it's like 1/8, but then between the white and the black, it's a 1/4 inch. So here I am. I am going to, I think, adheres everything down. And of course my ATG is all whacked up. So I gotta fix that a little. It just came off the roller, I think. Technical difficulties. So here I am, adhering everything down to the black mat, and then the black mat onto the actual card base. And there you go. And then using some Pop Dot squares to, looking for my scissors, just to pop up that balloon, that star balloon. And I keep like a little garbage bag right by my side. I need to put all my garbage. And then, yeah, now how to adhere that. I am sending in the mail, so I don't want it like popped up. I want it to be able to be flat in the envelope. And then, so what I do is I just put adhesive to the ends and then adhere it like put it flat and then press it down, if that makes sense. So it is flat, but it does pop up a little bit, because if I spread the ends out a little more, it would actually stick up more, but I liked how it was, because I am sending it in the mail. And of course I had to use my Wink of Stella to do the balloons, make those balloons pop. And of course I do it for all of them. I don't think, do I do it for the gold? Because the gold already has like that metallic look. So from the Brilliance Galaxy Gold. So I just did it on the green and the blue. And that's the front of the card. And I will just show you what I do on the inside. Which I'm not too happy with what I did. But I'll explain. But anyway, my go-to sentiment from Paper Tray Ink. Lots of people are thinking of you on your birthday. I just want to let you know I'm one of them. And I did it in VersaFine Black. And then next, this is where I went to the, oh no, I did the Happy Birthday in the Galaxy Gold. I'm okay with all that. That's hard to see, but it's okay. But then I put the balloons. I wanted to do the balloons on the inside as well, which I like to do, and I usually do it tone on tone, like as the same card base color, so it doesn't, so you can see it. It's like a shadow. It doesn't look like too bright, but I chose the wrong color. I don't know why I didn't just go with the Doodlebug I used before in the green and the limeade, but instead I used the Wasabi in the Stampin' Up, and that is totally a darker green. It looks light. It looks on the thing, on the cover light, but then when I stamped it out, it came out real dark. So, but that's all right. So it kind of covered the birthday, and maybe I should have just used yellow or something. And then of course I messed it up. I didn't do it exactly, so I'm trying to line it up. You can see where I didn't ink up. So I just kind of did it like that. And then, did I even put lines on it? I don't think I did lines. But anyway, I was just so bummed. I'm like, oh, the color's horrible. But anyway, that's how the inside turned out. I don't think I did lines. I guess not. But that's the card, and hope you guys like it. Let me know what you guys think. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing and commenting. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye, guys.